Well guys, Canik has been busy lately, and we are here today to see whether it's been worthwhile or whether we're gonna make some fanboys mad. Let's get to work. Hey guys, Andrew here. Welcome back to Work the Trigger. We all know that I have been a long-time, critic isn't the right word, but not quite as receptive to the Canik pistols that we've seen lately. Today we've got the Canik Mete SF out here. This is their compact version, 15+1 rounds, of their newest iteration of the TP9 pistol, which is kind of a knockoff of one of what I think is Walther's best pistols, the P99. Now, I have always agreed with many that have said the TP9 and thus this pistol has one of, if not the best striker fire triggers on the market. It's crisp, it's smooth, it's got a good reset, it's got a good break, it's got a decent travel, it's just a good trigger. My complaints have always lied elsewhere. The Canik guns have always felt slightly generic to me in their grip shape, their texturing, and the slide design and the feel of it. Does the Mete change that? Kinda. Now, props where props are due. Canik did improve the grip texturing on this pistol a lot. The original grip texturing, and actually the feel of the plastic overall, was just cheap feeling. Not cheap as in the stale stuff that you get from like the bargain store after stuff sat on a shelf too long. Cheap as in Aldi, the knockoff name brand that is still pretty good, but not quite right. There's just something not right. That's what Canik has always been to me. They feel almost good, almost great, but there's just something not quite right. The grip texturing on this gun is significantly higher quality. It does remind me more of the better guns. It's very much like the Hellcats texturing, where you've got that nice pebbly rock, and it's enough grip that it actually does something on the gun. That being said, I haven't shot it yet, which is going to show if that grip texturing can overrule one of my other complaints, which is the gigantor slide mass on the top of this thing. It is humongo. It's the same complaint I have about the Walther PDP and the SIG P320. Big slides mean big reciprocating mass means big muzzle rise, or at least bigger. But enough talk, let's go ahead and run some rounds through this to see if it continues with this one, or if I'm just running my mouth. All right, first mag is through the Canik Mete. I know there's a real way to say it, I just don't know what it is. And I'll say it's better. Is it as good as some of the other guns that are lower recoiling? No, it's not. The Glock 19, for instance, the CZP-10C, both of those recoil smoother than this gun. That being said, this is better than the previous version. The previous version was unruly, it was uncomfortable, it was accurate, but first shot accuracy means very little if you can't follow it up. This version does help with that, but how much does it help with that? I don't know. I think I need some more rounds through it. Well, that's 15 rounds in a head box from about 7 yards. It's not too bad. So will I ever stop hating on the Caniks? I mean, that all depends on the Canik guys and how much I can get them riled up just in general, because it's way too much fun to just poke them. It's like a handicapped bear. You poke it. You can still outrun it, but like it's just fun to poke and then see how far you can get before he just like gives up. Because the Canik really doesn't hold that much over anything else. Is it comfortable? Yeah. Does it shoot? Is it reliable? Yes. Does it have okay sights? Yeah. But that can really be said across the board for like 90% of striker fire guns these days. So what does the Canik have that others don't? Is it a gigantic slide? No, you can get that from Walther and SIG. Is it a good trigger? No, you can get that from Walther and CZ. Is it great accessory compatibility? Hell no. So is it the price? That's a good question. No. The major point of sale that Canik, these guys always had was that they were more gun for less. It was like the one plus of the gun world. You got all of the great features that all of the expensive guns had for what ended up being a great value. However, with every iteration that Canik brings out, do they provide more? Yes, they absolutely do. You get all of the plates on the top with this. This one even comes with a removable magwell, which is bad, if you ask me. But that price point is slowly eking up to the point where it is no longer a budget gun. Now it's just a lower end mainstream gun. For the same price as this, you can get a CZP-10C and get a better shooting gun. For $100 more, you can get a Glock 19 and have the accessory world at your fingertips. So while Canik is making strides in what they're providing to us, providing what I think is a better gun in this form factor, they're kind of losing what they were. And that makes me sad. So are Caniks more viable, or as viable now as they used to be? Yeah, absolutely. Would I suggest that you get one? If you are hell-bent on getting one of these, it's not the worst choice. You could do worse, like a lot worse. This is gonna get you what you need. However, I will make fun of you. Don't take that too at heart. I make fun of Glock guys too for having no imagination. But it's gonna get the job done. And in the end, that is the purpose. We have a job that might need to get done. And as much as we hate the idea of having to do it, this'll do it. So I guess for now, what I'm trying to say is, as much as this still does feel like generic Tupperware to me, it does feel at least like the higher end stuff. We're talking like Tupperware versus Tubberware. Like, it'll do it. It'll do the job. So if you want to buy it, I'll support you, but I'm not going to be happy about it. So that's it, guys. That is the Canik. That was weird shooting. So thanks guys for watching our little short review of the Canik Mete SF. Remember, if you like this video, do me a favor and hit that like button down below. If you want to see more, hit that subscribe button. If you like what we do here on the channel and you want to help out a little bit, head over to variantinnovations.com. We make 3D printed gun accessories. See if something tickles your fancy. Remember guys, I appreciate every one of you, and until next time, do your research, get informed, and get to work.